Hello everybody and welcome to another YouTube video. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the first game that I ever created. Now, I recently found this game on my Google Drive from, I think, 2013 or 2012. So that would have been when I was 12 or 13 years old. And this is hilarious. The actual game has a ton of bugs in it, and it just kind of highlights my immaturity at the age of 11 or 12 or 13 or whatever it was. So I wanted to show it to you here because I think it's really funny. But to give you a bit of context on how I created this game and the time frame and all of that, this was when I was in elementary school, and I remember my parents sent me to this camp called iCamp. This was a local camp kind of in our area, and anyways, at iCamp, you could do like robotics, you could make games like we did here, and you could do a few other things. So it was kind of like a tech camp for kids. Now, I remember being one of the more experienced and older kids at that camp, and anyways, I came up with the game that you're going to see right here. Now, this game is not programmed. I didn't write any code to do this. This was a drag and drop editor called GameMaker. Actually a pretty cool software to make some interesting games, and especially if you're younger and you don't yet know how to program. And well, I'll just let you guys enjoy the game. Let's look at it. All right, so in front of me, I have Extreme Racer. You can see I hired a graphic designer to design this front page here, and we have a single player and a multiplayer mode, some great text, some great coloring, just very stylistic as you would expect from 12, 13-year-old me. Anyways, the point of this game is to race against another car, and well, I'll just show you. You can see it's showing us it's made here with GameMaker Lite. Oh, and I did want to mention, if you do want to download this game, I'll leave a link to it in the description. It will probably pop up and say it's a virus because it's a .exe file. I promise you I am not making you install a virus, so you can trust that if you extract the zip file and run this code, it will be good. Anyways, what I'm going to do is press on single player, and you can see that we have two cars on the screen here. Now, I am the blue car. The guy is moving really, really fast. And yeah, this is the game. So the point is to beat this red car, and every level, the red car will get a little bit faster. And you may have noticed, if you're paying attention to my channel recently, that I actually made a tutorial series on this exact game in Python. Now, it's a little bit different, but we coded it using Pygame, no drag and drop editor. So if you want to follow along with that, feel free, but this was kind of the inspiration for that tutorial series. Anyways, as you can see, there's some obstacles. That's way louder than I remember that being, the sound effect. And yeah, you just race against this red car. Seems pretty boring, but if I can make it to a higher level, you'll kind of see some of the random effects and stuff that I added. So here, this is actually a picture of a rock, and I've kind of gotten myself stuck here. What it was meant to be was oil, and so when you hit it, it slows down your car, but it's like really glitchy when you actually run into this rock that I'm calling oil, or was calling oil. Now I'm going to try to avoid the TNT to save our ears here, but I don't even know what level we're on. See, it doesn't even say what level. Oh, okay, now the map changes. I got creative, I guess. I don't even remember this part. What you guys are seeing, I didn't play this before I filmed this video. I just remembered it from a while ago. Okay, let's try to avoid that. Nice, nice. And you'll see what happens in the last levels. Okay, so this is going to be unavoidable. It's fine. Let's continue. And okay, there we go. You are now Pac-Man. All right. And then you can see there's some dots here, and oh my gosh, okay, the red car is getting significantly faster, which makes this much more difficult. Okay, and then there's these aliens now. Let's see if I can even get by these. Okay. And if you hit the aliens, it like makes your thing go like all crazy. I don't want to hit it because I'm trying to win, but it looks like I might get beat here. Let's see. Okay, you lose. And then, of course, the maturity shows up here. Haha, you lost. Haha, you lost. So the last thing I'll show you is the multiplayer mode, because it's just funny because it doesn't actually work. If you go in multiplayer mode, you can choose hard, medium, easy, or random. So let's go with medium. Okay, so I'm in the level. I just had to cut there because something was going on. Anyways, point being, there's two cars, and you move them with the arrow keys and WASD. And the point is that you can like race against, your friends or whatever in the multiplayer mode. Although apparently the green car hitting the finish line doesn't work, so that's great. Let's see if the blue car hitting the finish line will work. Okay, let's see. And there you go. So I guess it's rigged so that the blue car is the only car that can win. But there you go. That is the first game that I ever created. Now, I hope you enjoyed that. I just thought it was funny, so I wanted to make a quick video about it. But on a more serious note, this kind of goes to show that everyone starts at like a different level or a very low level. This is what I started with. I was not, this genius programmer at like 11, 12 years old, which some of you seem to imply or infer that I am. And that was definitely not the case. I started as a complete noob as well, had no idea what I was doing, came up with stuff like this. And what really got me into programming was making kind of fun, stupid games like this. I was in Paint. I can remember drawing and making this title. So it's all about having fun, especially when you're just starting out. This is something that I remember being really proud of when I made it. It was one of the better games that came out of the iCamp thing. And I remember showing it to a ton of people in elementary school and maybe even like grade 9, high school or something like that. So yeah, that was kind of the point of this video. Just wanted to show you that even someone like myself that some of you may look up to started with very simple, kind of stupid, basic games like this. And the point of these is not to really show off. It's more to just have fun, enjoy yourself, and then continue getting better and better and working on stuff that is more complex. Of course, you can download this game from the link in the description. It will only work on Windows because it is in .exe. If you're interested in GameMaker, you can look it up. It is free. They have a GameMaker Lite version, as you can see that I used here. And last thing, reminder, I do have a tutorial series on making this in Python with Pygame, so you can check that out from the link in the description. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in another one.